Good morning, teachers and classmates. On this opportunity, I will present my number one academic product. My cultural adventure in Santiago, Chile, a journey of discovery and respect. In August 2019, I had the opportunity to explore the beautiful city of Santiago, Chile, and the surrounding areas. I had just graduated from the gastronomy and culinary arts program at the Continental Institute of Huancayo. Throughout my studies, we talked a lot about foreign cultures in some courses. I was intrigued by the certain country because politically, socially, and culturally, it is the most developed in Latin America. Before traveling to Santiago de Chile, I first determined the best time to travel. I also calculated my budget, which was $5,000 for a 2 week stay. I also had to learn some local slang or expression like el cachai, al tiro, at the constant use of po at the end or expression in order to become more familiar with the local people. Until then, I had understood that Chileans were very discriminatory toward Peruvian tourists, which turned out to be false. One Friday morning, I arrived at Arturo Merino Benitez Airport, a modern and efficient airport. I literally felt like I was in Europe, not only because of the city's infrastructure, but also because of the number of people communicating in English. Honestly, I was surprised by the first culture shock I experienced. The language. Almost everyone is white and very tall. Besides the fact that most of them speak English very well, they speak Spanish very quickly, which is difficult to understand. I also noticed that lunchtime is a little later than here in Peru, and that kissing on the cheek is not only for women but also for men. I visited the cable car and enjoyed the local panoramic view. Again, I felt like I was in European country with the snow-capped Andes in the background. I also tried the famous sopaipilla. I should also mention that in Chile, Chileans value and enjoy our Peruvian cuisines. Also, I saw many Peruvian restaurants. On the other hand, I must emphasize that Chileans take great care with the finishes of their homes, sometimes uncommon in our country. Finally, I can say that my trip to Chile was fruitful. I learned to be empathetic and understand the perspective of others and to value and respect other cultures. It is great to travel and experiencing new cultures. Uh, is it broadens our horizons. Look could say that after a trip, you're never the same. There's always something that changes with it has. Uh, some some questions. What else would you like me to tell you about my trip to Santiago, Chile? Or what you also like to explore a foreign country like I did? If you haven't yet, I encourage you to do so. Thank you very much, Miss.